Welcome to the Constitutional Court. In this building, 7 judges administer justice, verifying whether legal acts of the state comply with the basic law of our state, the Satversme, otherwise known as the Constitution of the Republic of Latvia. The rulings adopted by the judges affect every inhabitant of Latvia. The Constitutional Court was established on the 9th of December 1996. The Constitutional Court is an independent judicial institution. It reviews cases with respect to the compliance of laws and other legal acts, including regulations of the Cabinet of Ministers and local governments with the Satversme. The administration of justice at the Constitutional Court differs from other courts of Latvia because the Constitutional Court has the right to declare laws and other legal acts or their parts to be void. A strong and independent Constitutional Court is a crucial element in strengthening Latvia as a democratic state based on the rule of law. An essential mission of the court is to ensure a legal balance between the rights of a person and the interests of the society. In addition to administration of justice, the court also promotes an active dialogue with courts on the international and the national level, and also engages in a dialogue with the society about the values of the Satversme. The court is a contemporary and visitor-friendly institution. In the lobby, information about the court is available. A touchscreen allows for a fast and convenient search for answers to relevant questions about the court's work and latest developments. A reproduction of the first edition of the Satversme is displayed in the court's building. The Constitutional Court safeguards the Satversme. It explains in its rulings the content of the articles of our basic law and reveals the values included in it. In daily life, this reproduction reminds the judges, the staff of the court, and visitors of the important role of the Satversme in the development of Latvia as a democratic state governed by the rule of law. The Constitutional Court is comprised of 7 judges. The candidates for this office are proposed by all 3 branches of the state power. Specifically, 3 candidates for the office of a judge of the Constitutional Court are proposed by the Saeima, otherwise known as the Parliament, representing the legislative power. 2 candidates are proposed by the Cabinet of Ministers, representing the executive power, and 2 more are proposed by the plenary session of the Supreme Court, representing the judicial power. The candidates for the judge's office must be at least 40 years old, with a degree in law and at least 10 years' work experience in the area of law. Judges of the Constitutional Court are appointed to the office for a term of 10 years by the Saeima. The President and the Vice President of the Constitutional Court are elected for a term of 3 years by the judges of the Constitutional Court from among themselves. The President of the Constitutional Court chairs the hearings, organizes the court's work, and represents the Constitutional Court. In Latvia, the President of the Constitutional Court and the Chief Judge of the Supreme Court are the highest officials of the judicial power. The Constitutional Court reviews cases in written procedure or in public hearings. The judgments delivered by the Constitutional Court are final. The interpretation of legal norms contained in judgments and decisions of the court is mandatory for all state and local government authorities, courts, as well as private individuals. Until now, the Constitutional Court has examined on average 20 to 25 cases annually. However, the number of cases initiated by the court has been growing in recent years. It is important to add that it is not mandatory for the court proceedings to take place in this room. In emergency situations, the court may use modern technologies and hold hearings remotely, for example, from the conference hall of the court. In the judge's deliberations room, all rulings made by the court in a full composition are prepared. The issues discussed and opinions expressed in this room constitute the secret of the court's deliberations. The judges spend the greatest part of their time in their offices, working with case files and draft rulings, conducting in-depth analysis of various legal issues, discussing these with other judges, their assistants, and the advisors of the court. Although the judges are the most visible and known part of the Constitutional Court's team, 48 other employees work in this building, each of them performing certain tasks that are significant for ensuring effective operations. The work of the Constitutional Court does not end with hearing cases and delivering a ruling. One of the aims of the Constitutional Court is to promote dialogue with other institutions and to raise public awareness. The Constitutional Court is always prepared to inform representatives of mass media and the public about its work, which is why press conferences are also held in the conference hall. The library is an indispensable element of the Constitutional Court's work, as it provides the judges and employees of the Constitutional Court with the required informative resources. The archive plays an important role in the court. It holds all documents of the Constitutional Court from the establishment of the court until today. The Satversme confirms the idea of the Latvian state. It comprises the shared values of the Latvian people and a vision of the future. The Constitutional Court is the guardian of the Satversme, defending the fundamental values and freedoms of all inhabitants of Latvia. To find out more about the Constitutional Court, please visit the homepage of the Constitutional Court, the court's YouTube channel and Twitter account.